Whew. The world is in shock. The internet is melting, timelines are flooded, and trust me, this is not just another round of shade. This is bigger, dirtier, and more explosive than we've seen in years. Cardi B and Nicki Minaj have reignited their feud, and it's taking an ugly turn. Wait and watch the clip to see what happens, because receipts, insults, and even children are being dragged into the crossfire.
And put them over here. Okay. What comes next? Mm-hmm. What is that? What is that? What did you spell?
It all started on October 1st, 2025, a day the internet will never forget. Out of nowhere, Nicki Minaj lit up Twitter, or as we now call it X, with posts that instantly turned toxic. Fans screenshotted, reshared, and dissected every word. And in one tweet, Nicki wrote, "Dear black women, the hoe will never ever call black women roaches monkeys again." Those words sent shockwaves across social media. But here's the twist. Fans quickly tied this back to the 2018 fight when Cardi threw her shoe at Nicki during Fashion Week, accusing her of liking tweets about her child. That old wound was ripped wide open. Except this time, it wasn't just shady likes. Nicki was bold enough to directly bring up children again. Allegedly, Nicki referenced Cardi's daughters using the very same slurs she had been accused of amplifying in the past. Terms like roach and monkey were thrown around in heated posts. And fans, especially black women online, weren't having it. They blasted Nicki for doubling down on the type of rhetoric many considered unforgivable. Cardi, of course, wasted no time firing back. She jumped on X with a post that quickly went viral. Her words, "Wait, I mocked your son? I posted my kids are so smart for being 3 years old spelling out his name because I was so proud of that. And your fans started attacking my kid and even my sister had to jump. Because why was Wave being attacked?" It didn't stop there. Cardi turned the tables with an even sharper jab. "It's all because you and your fans are insecure about your own child, so nobody can brag on theirs. Please bring receipts now of when I mocked your son. You not flipping the narrative like you did in 2018. This was a clear reference to when Cardi accused Nicki's team of twisting events back in the infamous shoe-throwing era. Screenshots flooded the timeline. One user posted, "Nicki really said roach and monkey about babies? There's no coming back from this. Cardi better drag her." Another fan countered, "Cardi playing victim again. She been shading Papa Bear low-key." Suddenly, the fan bases, the Barbs and the Bartigang were at war. To make things worse, insiders claimed Nicki's camp was preparing a files drop, a planned release of old group chat messages and voice memos allegedly proving Cardi mocked Nicki's son. That's right. Leaked material is supposedly in the vault. The phrase "receipts coming soon" began trending in minutes. Meanwhile, Cardi's allies weren't staying silent. Rapper Remy Ma allegedly subtweeted, "A real mother never tears down another woman's kids, y'all sick." While not naming names, the industry knew exactly who she was talking about. And Remy siding with Cardi only poured gasoline on an already burning fire. Young Miami from City Girls jumped into the mess with a comment on IG Live, "Y'all need to leave the kids out of this. It's giving tired." Fans interpreted this as a warning to both Nicki and Cardi, but the fact she even mentioned it put her in the firing line. Already, speculation rose. Whose side was she really on? At the same time, major outlets like The Shade Room and Hollywood Unlocked blasted the drama across their pages. Headlines read, "Nicki Minaj resurrects racial insults in Feud, targets Cardi's kids." While others said, "Cardi B demands receipts after Nicki alleges child mocking." The headlines themselves fanned the flames. Behind the scenes, a producer from Hot 97 claimed that Cardi called the station in real time, furious. According to The Insider, Cardi's exact words were, "I don't care what clip y'all play, y'all better run the whole truth. I ain't never mocked no kid." That statement alone could shake radio's stance in this fight. But here's where things get darker. Unconfirmed audio began to circulate late that night. Allegedly, it was Cardi yelling during a private phone call about how Nicki always flips things so she don't look like the bad mother. The audio was only 18 seconds, but it was enough to trend with over 5 million views in 2 hours. And just when you thought the night was over, Nicki hit back with a cryptic post. Funny how the ones screaming post receipts forget their receipts live on blogs already. Let me remind you. That tweet alone racked up hundreds of thousands of likes, sparking panic across Cardi's camp. The world is watching in real time, and both women seem ready to risk everything: career, family, and public image for dominance in this feud. But trust me, the story is far from over. Because what drops next could destroy reputations forever. And just wait until you hear who supposedly has the missing screenshots. It's not who you think. The morning after the blow-up, fans woke up to chaos. A mysterious account named The Real Vault Leaker dropped screenshots supposedly from a private group chat dating back to 2022. The images showed Cardi B in a heated exchange with a friend, laughing about babies spelling wrong with a clown emoji. Within minutes, Barbs claimed this was proof Cardi mocked Nicki's son. But almost as fast, tech-savvy fans tore into the screenshots. Experts pointed out inconsistent fonts, cropped edges, and even metadata mismatches. One user tweeted, "These receipts look like they were made on PixArt. Nicki better not run with this." Still, the damage was already done. People were debating whether the screenshots were fake or evidence. Nicki, however, doubled down. She reposted the screenshots with the caption, "Babies out here teaching literacy while others being clowned. Y'all decide." The tweet instantly broke 1 million impressions, with her supporters screaming victory. But critics accused her of amplifying potentially fake material just to smear Cardi. In the middle of all this, Cardi went live on Instagram. Clearly agitated, she shouted directly into the camera, "Y'all don't even see how desperate this looks. You making fake group chats? This the same mess from 2018 all over again. I said post real receipts with timestamps, not Canva projects." Her live racked up 400K viewers in less than an hour. Industry insiders began whispering that major record execs were furious. According to a leaked email, executives worried about brand partnerships being jeopardized and sponsors threatening to pull deals from both artists if the feud dragged children and racial insults further. This wasn't just petty drama anymore. This was corporate panic. And then came the bombshell. A journalist from Billboard claimed to have received a voice memo from an anonymous source. In the clip, a woman sounding exactly like Cardi could be heard saying, "She mad 'cause my baby spelling words hers can't even pronounce yet." Whether real or AI generated, the audio sent the internet into full meltdown mode. Within hours, hashtags split into factions. Post real receipts, Protect Papa Bear, and Wave Got the World all trended worldwide. The Barda Gang and Barbs were no longer just arguing. They were building whole narratives, memes, and campaigns to defend their queens. Meanwhile, rapper Latto, who has her own complicated history with Nicki, suddenly entered the fray. She posted a cryptic X message. "Funny how y'all try to paint one woman a villain when the truth messy on both sides." The internet instantly speculated. Was she shading Cardi, defending Nicki, or just stirring the pot? Things escalated even further when screenshots of an alleged private DM between Nicki and Rihanna surfaced. In the alleged DM, Nicki complained, "They trying to cancel me over lies. Not one of them can touch the empire I built." Whether real or not, fans latched onto the idea that Rihanna was secretly being dragged into the mess. Then a wild rumor hit TikTok. Cardi's sister, Hennessy Carolina, supposedly got into a heated argument outside a Manhattan club with someone from Nicki's entourage. Eyewitnesses claimed bottles were thrown, and NYPD briefly arrived on the scene. While no arrests were confirmed, the rumor gave the feud a dangerous real-world edge. Amidst all this, Nicki took the stage at a private listening event for her next single. Instead of ignoring the feud, she seemingly addressed it in a freestyle. "Roaches run when the lights come on, monkeys chatter when they jealous. I raise my cub royal, you can't even spell it." Fans screamed that this was a direct jab at Cardi's kids. Cardi clapped back immediately online with a chilling line. "This is the last time you speak on my babies, I promise you." That cryptic threat sent fans into a frenzy. Was Cardi hinting at a physical confrontation again? Behind the scenes, producers and DJs began privately pulling support. A Miami DJ claimed, "We can't even play their tracks back to back. The energy in the club gets violent. This beef, too personal." Industry insiders started whispering that the feud was crossing into dangerous territory where reputations, endorsements, and even safety were on the line. And then, out of nowhere, a hacker group calling themselves Shadow Receipts claimed they had the real files, unedited, time-stamped voice notes from both rappers trashing each other's families. They threatened to release everything by midnight, unless both women publicly apologized to their fan bases. The countdown had begun. Midnight was approaching. And the question everyone asked was simple. If these hackers were telling the truth, what could possibly be in those files that would destroy both women at once? As the clock struck midnight, Twitter went eerily silent for a moment, then erupted when the hacker group Shadow Receipts posted a link. Within minutes, thousands of fans had downloaded the file, a 200-megabyte folder labeled Mothers of Hip Hop: The Truth. Inside were alleged recordings, private emails, and voice memos that neither Nicki nor Cardi wanted the world to hear. The first leak was a voicemail that sounded like Cardi, angrily venting to a friend. "That girl don't even raise her baby, nannies do it all." Meanwhile, she got the audacity to come for me? Please. The clip spread like wildfire. Bardagang insisted it was edited, while the Barbs celebrated, claiming this was the smoking gun. But the hackers didn't stop there. Another file contained a voice that resembled Nicki laughing and saying, "Her kid's first word gonna be lawsuit, mate, 'cause mommy always crying in court." If true, it wasn't just petty, it was cruel. Fans were left stunned at the raw, unfiltered malice. Journalists immediately raised concerns about AI manipulation. Tech experts warned, in 2025, deepfake audio is almost indistinguishable. We may never know if these are real. But the nuance didn't matter. Clips were going viral at light speed, shaping public opinion in real time. Meanwhile, Nicki broke her silence with a tweet. "Nice try, ops. You can't break a queen with recycled lies. Y'all want the throne, but can't afford the crown." Minutes later, Cardi fired back. "This ain't recycled. This is fresh fake. Whoever behind this, you getting sued into poverty." The feud now wasn't just artist versus artist. It was artist versus technology, fan base versus fan base, and even hackers versus the music industry. Conspiracy theories bloomed. Some swore the hackers were secretly hired by a rival label to tank both rappers before Grammy season. Others claimed it was a coordinated op by bitter ex-friends. The fallout was immediate. Spotify and Apple Music reportedly considered issuing statements discouraging toxic fan behavior after streams for both Nicki and Cardi spiked, but complaints of online harassment soared. Brands tied to both women began reevaluating contracts, worried about being caught in the crossfire. And then came the most shocking leak yet, an alleged email from a high-level PR strategist working with Nicki. The email outlined a plan to bait Cardi into emotional meltdowns and weaponize the Barb's numbers to drown out negative press. Whether authentic or fake, the perception was devastating. Cardi's supporters declared, "See, they've been plotting." As the files circulated, Young Miami suddenly trended after posting a reaction tweet. "Whole industry looking funny, yarn. I'm glad my name ain't in them files." Fans instantly dragged her into the discourse, speculating whether City Girls would now pick sides officially. Meanwhile, rumors swirled that BET producers were in panic mode. Cardi and Nicki were both slated to attend an upcoming award show. Now, insiders whispered about security beefing up, fearing the event could turn into a repeat of their infamous 2018 fight. But just when fans thought it couldn't get wilder, Shadow Receipts posted one final message. "The last file is too dangerous to release here. But let's just say, it proves one of them wasn't lying about mocking kids, and the other one wasn't lying about being set up. Whole truth drops 10:15. The internet exploded. Was this just bait for clout? Or was there actually more devastating material scheduled to hit? Some speculated the hackers were bluffing. Others believed that if the last file came out, one career would be finished for good. Cardi went live again. This time calmer, but visibly shaken. Y'all want to believe fake hackers more than the truth in front of your face? Cool. But when the real file drop, don't say I didn't warn you. Don't say I didn't protect mine. Nicki, on the other hand, simply posted a crown emoji with a microphone. Fans called it the most chilling response yet. Was it defiance or confidence she knew what was coming in the final leak? The stage was set. October 15th loomed, and the world wasn't asking who would win anymore. They were asking who would survive.